Find a comfortable seat on your yoga mat and elongate your spine, relaxing your shoulders, creating space in the back body. As you exhale, allow the shoulders to drape down away from the ears and just settle in, taking a brief moment to connect with the breath. Your breath is your life force and it carries you. Breathing into the heart and exhale, completely empty your lungs. Behind the darkness of your eyes, take a moment to surrender into this practice, letting go of your day or your evening, wherever you are in the world, and become completely present. Bring your hands to the center of your chest in prayer position and bow down to your own internal light. Let's take a moment to reflect on what it is we wish to manifest together. Take a deep breath into the heart, allow the chest to swell, and gather your intention. Breathe out through your mouth completely, releasing your intention to the universe. Flutter open the eyes and allow the hands to descend down to the mat. Elongate the spine again, pressing down into the hands. The hands are going to act like an anchor and a stable base. I just want you to sway right and left, right and left. You're going to release into the vertebrae and create a little bit of movement through the spine. Throughout this practice, I highly recommend you wear a soft smile on your face, knowing that we can manifest from a frequency of high vibrational energy. And a smile is a deep reflection of high vibrational energy. Allowing the left hand to anchor downward as you drop the right earlobe towards your shoulder, releasing into the neck, getting rid of all the tension, all the stress, all the worry. Breathing in and out. Let's try and really connect our movement with our breath. Allowing that exhale to ground you. And allowing that inhalation to bring space. Coming back to the center, take a moment now. And take the right palm of the hands gently and firmly press it down. So there's a conscious effort there, but we're always just walking towards our edge. The left earlobe drops down towards the shoulder. You can close down the eyes if it feels good to you, or keep a soft eye gaze. As you breathe out, feel all tension subside. Release. Loop the shoulders all the way up to the earlobes. Draw them back and down. Continue this motion, allowing it to grow and expand. As the muscles become warmer, you might find that you're able to lift and lower a little bit further. Have patience. And as you practice this evening or this morning, whatever time of the day it is where you are, allow yourself just to keep revisiting the intention. What is it that I want to manifest? Why is it that I want to manifest this right now? You may get some clarity as we come to Shavasana, the resting phase of this class, as to why it hasn't already manifested for you. And release. Taking the soles of your feet together, allow yourself to lift the buttocks out of the way. Taking a deep breath in, elongate your spine before you hinge softly forward from the waistline. Allow yourself to grip either at the toes, the ankle joint, or the shin bone. You're going to let the head fall forward and completely surrender into this pose. Exhale. Once again, if you want a little bit more, you can start to draw the forehead down towards your toes. You don't have to do this. You can just pause and create a bit more of a passive pose. The effort is in your control. Tapping in and figuring out what is it that you need. Unhook the hands wherever you are and gently walk them back in towards your body as you roll out the pose. Head and shoulders are going to be the last thing to come up. Take your time. Crisscross the legs. Take the right hand towards the left knee. Your left hand goes at the base of your back. Breathe in and rise. Exhale and gently twist. As we practice yoga, it not only allows space in the physical body, it also brings space into our mind, making things that may have seemed unattainable to us. We view them now in a different light. Coming back to the center, exchanging sides and taking your time as you do so, so that you can really feel and reap the benefits of each pose. Elongate, breathe in, exhale, slow, steady motions. Coming back to the center, and in your own way, you're going to find your way over into child's pose. Take the knees as wide as the mat, allows the big toes to touch, and slide your bum back towards your heels. Reaching the arms forward, bring your forehead towards the mat. If it doesn't touch, that's perfectly okay. Resting downward and allowing your energy to be grounded. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, curling your toes under, and very gently take a cat-cow. So rounding your spine, bringing your chin up towards your chest, gently rock forward and backwards. Feel the skin stretch on your back, feel the wrists start to awaken. Hold, and then exhale, drop the belly down, let the heart drop forward at the chest, and eye gaze goes up towards the sky. You're going to rock from side to side, right to left, tilting the tailbone all the way up towards the sky. Keep breathing as you softly sway, feel your breath move into your cells, cleansing and clearing. Engage your core as you come back to the center. If there's any sticky points, you might want to pause and hold stillness until that stickiness subsides. If not, take a deep breath in, round all the way up, and bring some organic movement in. You might want to sway from side to side, right, left, forward, back. You choose. Coming back to the midline, holding halfway. And allow the belly to soften, tailbone to go up, heart drops forward, eye gaze follows all the way upward. There's a softness in the elbows, so there's no hyperextension, allowing the energy to flow freely around your body. Pushing into the earth to bring you up onto your knees. Establish your left foot and step it forward so that the knee is over the ankle. If you've got knee problems, I suggest that you keep the back toes turned under, or even if you want to pop a blanket underneath the knee, that's okay. As you exhale, move gently forward, allowing the hips to fall forward, trusting in your ability to open gently. Now, as you get warmer, the body's going to be more open, so please do feel free to adjust the practice by sliding the foot more forward and exhaling into this pose. The hips are said to store lots of memories, and some of these memories can stop us from moving forward on a path that is truly destined for us. So hopefully this yoga practice will really shift out any stagnant energy that dwells within your hips. Exhale, bring the right hand to the mat, pivot the heart in towards the left knee, and take your time as you evolve upwards. Pausing here, breathing. Checking in with that soft smile on the cheeks. Top hand floats down. Rooting down to support, take a step back up to all fours and sway like a snake once the hands are rooted down. Drawing the belly in. This is going to open up the side body. Relax your jaw, relax your facial muscles. Taking a breath in to prepare. With a bit of effort now, push the earth away, coming all the way up. This time your right foot steps forward. Taking a breath in, and as you exhale, move forward slowly, allowing the hips to descend downward. Once again, a nice soft eye gaze, and remember to listen to your body. If you need to adjust your base to go wider, please do so, or if you need to adjust the width, if you're feeling quite unstable, go wider or longer. Take your left hand and firmly place it down into the mat. Take a breath in and pivot your heart towards the knee. Once you get that twist from the base of the spine, send the arm up. Pull the navel in away from your thigh and reach it a little bit higher and pivot a little bit more as you breathe out. Allow your hand to flow to the inside of that front foot. Lifting up the back knee and pivoting around and turning the toes in towards your midline, hands to hips. And if this is a little bit too intense, put your hands down onto the mat. Let your head drop forward and steady and wait. If you want to pause with me and take a couple of deep breaths here to awaken the energy through the back body, through the hamstrings, into the calves. This is a beautiful grounding pose. I want you to visualize a lovely sensation of roots coming out the soles of your feet, making you feel stable, safe, secure. Breathe out. Continue your journey all the way down to the mat. Hands are lightly on the mat. Crown of the head comes down and your eye gaze goes back in between your legs. Pull the shoulders back and down away from the spine, activating that awareness in the muscles throughout your back. Let the head become really heavy. It's going to bring you deeper and deeper into this pose. Hands come forward, light on fingertips. You're going to sway forward and push back very gently. Connect with your breath. This lovely fluid motion. It's just how easy you're going to manifest, nice and fluid. Walking the hands back in towards your feet. Take the right hand to the center. Left hand towards the sky. Taking a big spinal twist, reaching upwards. Relax your jaw again. Be aware of the tension in the facial muscles. Can you soften? Remembering that we're trying to release stress. and exchange sides. Left hand down, right hand up. Placing the hands to the mat. Deeply bend the knees if you need to. You're going to heel toe, coming all the way in. Allow the feet to either anchor underneath your hips, or they can come all the way in and meet each other. You choose. Take a breath in, walk your hands up your thighs and push the crown of your head forward, coming into a flat back. So the upper body is going to want to round. I want you to really concentrate on pushing the heart down, and this will elongate your spine. No hyperextension in the knees, so softness. Energy flowing. Now as you breathe out, release all the way down. Now very, very slowly, I want you to curl up, stacking the vertebrae one at a time. Really slowly. So slow that you almost stop. Fingertips in their natural state. Feeling every vertebrae stacking on top of each other gently. When you get to the top, you lift up through the crown of the head, loop the shoulder blades back and down, and push the fingertips down towards the earth. This is mountain pose, also known as Tadasana. Coming to our first balancing pose, root into your right foot. This is your option for Vrikkanasana tree pose. Next option will be to rest on the calf and bring the hands into prayer at the center of your chest. Steady your eye gaze on something that's not moving. Balance is a very powerful tool for keeping us anchored, releasing the scatteredness of the mind, and allow us to concentrate. With concentration, you can get clarity. If at any point you want to tap the toe down, please do so. Changing sides, mindfully pressing, firmly rooting that left foot down, coming back to that rooted sensation, roots from the left sole of the foot all the way down to the ground. Lifting up, this is your option, or you can come completely off the earth and anchor in onto the calf muscle. Remember, steady eye gaze on something that's fixed and not moving will help any internal wobbles to become still and stable. Soften your shoulders, breathing nice and deep. Nowhere to go, and nothing to do. Being fully present with your body, your mind, and yourself. Anchoring down, finding Tadasana pose. Opening through the hands, energizing the whole body. This pose alone is strong. I want you to really embody this pose. Take a breath in and send the arms all the way up. If you've got tight shoulders, your shoulders are going to want to hike. So can you exhale and drop them down? Squeeze in the back side. Firm the feet together. You're going to tip over towards your right, lifting up and off the hips. Spiral the heart upward. Straighten the arms if that's available, and if it's not, you can have a bend in the elbows if you're really tight to create more space. You choose. Your body, your practice. Squeezing the backside together on the next exhale. If your body invites you to go a little bit deeper, now's the opportunity to. Come back to the center. Exhale and allow your fingertips to rain down towards the ground. Breathe in, arms sweep up through the midline. You can create a Kali Mudra, which is thumbs touching and index fingers touching. Soften the shoulders, tip up, up, up and over, tipping over towards the left side. Creating almost like a crescent moon shape. Now get the heart to lift up, reach a little bit more, and settle. If you want to close your eyes, again, I highly recommend that you do at some point throughout this practice. It'll bring you a sensation of inner peace. Breathing out, going towards your edge. And exhale, come back. Breathe out, allow the arms to float down. Taking the left knee up in line with the hip. You're going to wrap your fingertips around the knee and guide it up and in towards your heart. You may notice that a thought will flutter before you lose your balance. And once you release the thought, you'll have a sense of stability again. Releasing down, changing sides. Right knee up towards the heart. Taking a nice firm grip. Gathering up and in. If you ever fall out of any yoga pose, I highly recommend you continue to make a conscious effort to go back in. And the same applies for your manifestation. If something blocks, I highly recommend that you continue to walk through that block. Exhale, find mountain pose. Close down your eyes and listen to my cues. Rooting into your feet. Visualize an energy flowing up from the earth through the soles of your feet. Up through your shins, swirling in your knees, up through the thighs, and all around your hips. Allowing that energy to swell in your belly. Moving up into your lungs, your heart, your neck and your head. That energy flows from the neck, across your shoulders and down your fingertips, your whole body. This energy may have a color or a sensation. Exhale and release, fluttering up the eyes. Gently and very mindfully rotate your wrists and your ankles. If you have some cracking noise like that, that's okay. Change sides. Take a little curtsy step with the left foot to come all the way down to your mat. Establish your right leg and let that go long. The left sole of your foot will come to the right inner thigh. Adjusting your base, which is your foundation. Getting the muscles out of the way. Allowing yourself to anchor in. Once you feel stable, you're going to look past your toe, and as you do, you're going to breathe out and allow yourself to drape over the leg. Exhale, wherever you land is perfectly okay. You do not have to come all the way down to the toes. So just breathe out, and wherever you land, I want you to rest in this pose. Feeling the skin on the back all the way down to the heel maybe. Start to stretch and create more space. Breathing out, seeing, can you walk a little bit deeper into the pose? And if you're where you're meant to be and you're not going any deeper, please acknowledge that's perfectly okay. Just stay there and breathe. Allow your hands to guide you up the leg, coming up gently and mindfully till the spine is nice and long, head over heart, heart over waist. Changing sides, left leg goes along, the sole of the right inner foot finds the inner thigh of the left leg. Anchoring in, again, it's the breath that will bring the space and it'll naturally bring you into alignment. When you breathe deep, you'll have this expansiveness. And when you breathe out, you'll have a sense of surrendering down and dropping inward. As you exhale, hands walking up the leg that's extended. Head and shoulders everlasting to rise. Taking your time, you're going to bring the right shin bone forward as you swing the left leg back behind. I'm going to show a modification here. If you want, you can do 90 degrees in the front leg and back leg. Lean back, squeeze your backside and press your hips forward. If you want to join me, keeping the shin bone where it is, you're going to bring the back leg long. Hands come up and over, coming into a pigeon pose. So allowing yourself to curl the toes under on the back leg, lifting and pushing back to create more space, and then moving into that space. Your option is to remain nice and high, or on the exhale, you can bring yourself deeper down into this pose. For this evening, I'm going to remain in this option. Please do not let me hold you back. If you want to descend into a sleeping pigeon, now is your time. As you breathe in, I want you to gently press your shin bone down into the mat. Bring the ankle joint a little bit more energy into this point by pulling the toes back towards the knee. And as you exhale, soften. You can be light on your fingertips. If this is putting too much pressure on your shoulders, press the hands down. You choose. Revisiting that gentle smile on your face and that softness, so that the face holds a little expression of joy. There's no tension there. Walking the right hand to the outer side of the body to allow you to drift over to one side, swinging that back leg around and exchanging sides. Taking the right leg back behind the body, taking your time. Remembering your option is 90-90. If not, you're going to bring the shin bones, once again, parallel. Hands come up and over as I push back that back foot. I'm going to lift it to create more space so that I can move into this pose a little bit deeper. I may need to adjust my body. If I do, I might get a different sensation. So please make sure that you're really tapping in and having an internal experience, that you start to really connect your mind and your body and your soul during this practice. Hands either lightly on the earth or firmly, you choose. Breathing out, firming into the shin bone, you're going to feel an energy shooting up into the back body here, into the glutes, into the lower back. And as you breathe out, create just enough softness so that there's still effort. Checking in with your thoughts. If they're wandering to day-to-day tasks or what you need to do, I want you to come back to your breath and allow yourself to be anchored in by your breath. By breathing in and breathing out, thinking of nothing else. Or this time that you've committed for your self-practice. Allowing the weight just to naturally drift down to the left side, swinging the right leg all the way around, and finding a comfortable seat again of your choice. Bringing the hands to the knees, I want you to push the chest bone forward towards the heavens. And then as you exhale, round your upper back and allow the shoulders to hike, creating like a C curve here. Pushing the chest bone all the way up. And then as you exhale, creating that lovely C curve. Opening through the upper back, the mid back. And a gentle smile on the collarbones as you radiate from the heart's energy out into the universe, allowing your light to be witnessed and to be seen. Holding in that middle point, your hands into prayer, close down, checking in. How's the body feeling? How's the nervous system, the emotions? Further open the eyes as you breathe out. Establish your right hand. Bring the right hand forward and bring the left arm up and over. Right thumb towards your nose. Left palm wraps around towards the right palm. Take your time. So eagle arms. If you need me to do that again, I want you to have a look. Yeah. Up and over. Thumb towards nose and wrap like ropes. And breathe. Compression, squeezing, and opening, all in one here. Lift your elbows up towards the sky. At the same time, simultaneously push down through your sit bones. This beautiful push-pull motion is creating space. Breath in to prepare and exhale, gently unravel. Palms down for grounding the energy and a softness through the eye gaze. Oh, feel that lovely rush of energy. If you need to just sway into that or move, please do. Let's establish our left hand and bring it forward with the body. The right hand goes up and over. The left thumb will come in towards the nose and you'll wrap and bind like ropes. Squeeze and compress. Conscious effort here. As you breathe in, you're going to exhale and push the elbows forward away from the body. Once again, please root down to rise up. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, allow the arms to unravel, palms come down, and really enjoy that rush of energy down the arms, from the shoulders into your fingertips. Allow that lovely motion from right to left to come back into the body. The way we began the practice, like wakening up the spine, the house of so many beautiful energy points in our body. Rounding again and pushing forward. Rounding again and freeing that freer space now in the spine. Allow your right and left leg to go long. You're sitting in what's known as staff or Tadasana pose. Engaging the legs so they're not asleep. This isn't a yin, this is quite a mix of yin and yang. We want to engage the legs for this. Allow space to be created in the abdominal so we're not crouched down. So deep breathing. And to do so, we have to create the space for the breath to travel downward. Place your hands like a bowl, one on top of the other, thumbs touch, and place that deep in the center of your two hips. This is symbolic and a mantra that you are open to receiving. And at the center of your hips is your sacral chakra, and your sacral chakra is the seat of your creativity. Whether you be male or female, we all have creativity, and that is one of our gifts. Elongate your spine, soften your shoulders. We want to merge and balance our masculine and our feminine energy. Our feminine energy is that sense of peace and dropping into the practice and slowing down. And the masculine energy is that strength that we require to hold our legs in this position without everything switching off and going to sleep. So infuse the two together. This is a beautiful practice that can be done in the morning, in the afternoon, whenever really. It'll create lots of space in the physical body and it will relax your nervous system. This is what we seek in today's hectic world. When we have a relaxed nervous system and a spacious body, it keeps us healthy. That to me is true abundance. Okay, release the hands. Exhale, fingertips on the mat, push it up. Now really engage your legs, push your heart forward, and exhale, release. Bend your knees, please, bringing the heels in towards the sit bones. And you're going to close down your body. This is a beautiful grounding pose. If your forehead does not touch your knees, that's perfectly okay, but you want to have the intention of rounding the spine and bringing them towards. They don't have to touch. As you breathe in, I want you to exhale and settle into this pose by gathering yourself into a small ball and resting. Breathe in, and as you exhale, allow yourself to come out of that ball. Bring the hands back behind you. Separate the feet just enough so that they're wider than your shoulders, so that you have space to descend right and left. So windshield wiper openers, the hips, the knees and the ankle joints. Nice release. Hopefully you're starting to reap the benefits of this practice, and we are going to descend very shortly into your resting pose. So if you haven't got a blanket or a pillow, please just grab one nice and quickly. Coming back, allowing the soles of the feet to meet again. Taking the fingertips into that nice binding position for stability, and if it doesn't reach around, once again, shin bones or ankle joints. Leading with the crown of the head, the weight of the head will bring you depth into this pose. Taking a breath in, and as you exhale, close down and in. Create a bit of space if it's needed, adjusting the base. Rising up. Anything that your body seeks, whether it be a rocking motion, it might be a downward facing dog, whatever you choose, do that now. And then when you're ready, I want you to lay back on your mat and take a full body stretch. Reaching your arms overhead, pointing your toes and away from the body as if you're being drawn in opposite directions. And then I want you to exhale heavy and melt down into your mat. Close down your eyes. Let go of this practice. Congratulate yourself. The most difficult part is rolling out the mat, getting on it and beginning. You've done that. Establishing your breath. Once again, how you began this practice. Honoring your own breath, your own life force. Breathe into the pit of your belly, please. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more times. Exhale. Once again. Breathe out. I recommend that you stay in this position for a minimum of 5 minutes, and if it's available to you, 15 minutes. Allowing nothing to enter, no thoughts, no to-do list, being fully present and letting go of all of them things. Let your legs, your arms, your back, everything melts down into the mat. Holding no tension. I will leave you to rest in Shavasana. And may your deepest desires manifest into this reality. All of my love to you. Namaste.